Welcome back to ciLiving. The Illinois State Fair is in full swing. Contributing host Tommy Bickham and I got to check out the fair, so we are going to tell you about some of the highlights. Thank you so much for joining me.
Oh man, that fair was awesome.
So much fun. The thing is that I feel like the strategy is to go on a day that is a little bit cooler, because the day that we went, it was, what, maybe 90-ish?
It's about 90 degrees. Yeah, I was sweating. But, yeah, I think it is a good idea to go in with a plan when you're going to the Illinois State Fair, because there's so much to do.
There's so much to do. And maybe even go multiple days, because every day there's kind of a new theme, or there's like a big event going on. And then there are so many different shows to watch throughout the day. There's all the different rides in the midway. Like, I feel like we really only got to see like a little chunk of it.
We really only scraped the surface for sure. There was so much that I like missed out and was sad that we were leaving, because there was so much to do and there's so much food that I still haven't eaten that I'm really missing right now. So it is so awesome. The Illinois State Fair is just nonstop action all the time.
Yeah, it's just so much to do, so little time. Well, we have a video of some of the things that there is to do, which you already mentioned the food.
Yes.
And we did get to try some of the food, which we'll show you in a couple of days.
Yes, but don't forget the drinks. The drinks were there too. We had plenty of lemonade. That was delicious. Oh,
okay, this thing, Tommy, you went on that. What is that called? The Sky Ride?
Yeah, it's a Sky Ride, which is basically like a really awesome Illinois State Fair lift, which goes over the whole fairgrounds. And we went through it, and they asked if I wanted to go back the other way, and I said no.
Well, because you, much like myself, are afraid of heights.
Yeah, I'm not the best with heights. That's me feeding a butterfly.
A butterfly. Those butterflies were so cool. So there is a butterfly tent where you can pay a couple of dollars and you get a sponge that has nectar on it, and then they tell you that you sort of place it in front of the butterflies' faces, and the butterflies will latch on, and you can actually kind of lift up the butterflies.
Yeah, we went in. I thought it was a bounce house, but no, it was the butterfly house. And
it does look like a bounce house a little bit.
The butterfly bounce house. And it was really fun to go in there, because when we got in there, it was just a bunch of plants and then butterflies all over the plants, like everywhere, and all different types of butterflies too. There was big ones, small ones. That's me freaking out, feeding that one. That one was awesome. And it just jumps on and it doesn't let go.
Well, because they're eating. They put out their little proboscis and suck the nectar right off that sponge.
I didn't know that was the name of what they used to eat it, proboscis. Oh.
Proboscis. Oh, that was the dog show.
Yes, the extreme dog stunt show, where the dogs do a bunch of different stunts, and you have to kind of by a round of applause, that's how you vote for which dog you think should win. They all won our hearts, though, that day.
Right. It's kind of like the Puppy Bowl that's always after the Super Bowl. It was like a big choose your favorite dog, and
yeah, that was Tony Hawk, the dog. The dog skater
that was eating there. And then this was really cool. This was the diving show. So these are some of the highest high divers in the world. The guy who started it, Dana, actually has broken world records for high diving. And it was really cool, because sometimes there would be a bunch of people standing on the platform and you kind of never knew who was going to jump next, and then you would just see the big splash.
It was unbelievable. Those guys were the real deal. And it was windy that day, and they were just climbing up, I don't know, it felt like hundreds of feet. So it was really awesome to see them up there. The guy gave me the thumbs up, because that's just what I do. He gave me the thumbs up to me while he was up there, so it was really cool.
Well, I love water, and I love being in water, but I don't like heights. So I've never really been much of if there's a diving board, it's kind of a pass. Sometimes you can get me to go down a high water slide, but it has to be an enclosed tube. I'm not going to go on like a straight down. But speaking of slides.
Oh my gosh, the slide is there, the tall slide.
The giant yellow slide that is a staple of the fair.
Yes.
And we rode it, which we have an entire segment we will show you tomorrow about the giant slide.
Which you were shaking. I felt bad by the time we got to the top. Jaclyn was shaking and she was really, really nervous.
But the slide itself was really fun. It was 105 steps to get up to the top. And then when we were done, they were like, "Do you want to go again?" And I was like, I don't want to climb the stairs again. I would go down the slide again, but it's the getting to the top part.
It was, and the ladies that took care of us at the top took care of us. I haven't ridden a slide since I was 5. So that's what, it just, you kind of feel like a kid again when you go to the Illinois State Fair.
You don't do the slide every year at the fair. For me, that was like a staple. Like if I'm going to the fair, I'm doing the slide once.
I have to eat a corn dog, and I was successful there. So yeah, no, it was so much fun. But yes, there's so much to do in the slide, but don't eat a corn dog on the slide.
Right, eat the corn dog before or preferably potentially after the slide.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of food, there's also a lot of drinks at the fair, which we are going to talk about in just a few minutes. So don't go anywhere because the Illinois State Fair is packed full of a variety of activities. And up next, we are going to make slushies from one of the many vendors at the fair. ciLiving will be back right after this.